Greetings on behalf of the Clarence E. Phillips Ascend Foundation. I am Sanjia Wiggins, Board Chairwoman. Thank you so much for joining us for our third annual Pontiac Honors. We are so excited to introduce to you all tonight the winners of our 2021 Pontiac Honors. We wish that you could be here in person, but we always have next year. Congratulations to the individuals, corporations, and organizations who will be awarded this evening. Sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Good evening, everyone that's tuning in this evening. Today is what this is all about. For the community of Pontiac, tonight we get a chance to go ahead and celebrate absolute community greatness. We're talking about people that have put it on the line every day out here. Some of these people are people you probably never even heard of. But tonight, we get a chance to go ahead and celebrate all their hard work and sacrifice, the perseverance that they've put in place to go ahead and make sure that so many people are going to be in such a better place than they were when they started out the day or even the year. And that is why I am so excited and ecstatic for us to bring you here this evening to go ahead and celebrate our third annual Pontiac Honors Community Service Awards. For us to get the full gist of how we got here this evening, it's only right that we give you a criteria of what takes place for us to go ahead and come to the moment where we celebrate these dynamic individuals and organizations. What we do from a criteria standpoint is we go ahead and submit nominations out to the community of Pontiac, and we do that every year at the beginning of the year. So every year, the amount of nominations that come in actually grows. And this year, to the degree where we had 467 nominations submitted. 467 people thought enough of these people to go ahead and feel like they should be awarded for their sacrifice and their hard work and perseverance in task. So from there, what we do is we have 7 judges. 4 judges are from outside the community. 3 judges are from inside the community that have Pontiac ties. All 7 of them are community service giants, so they understand what it is that we're looking for from a service standpoint. We don't tell any of the judges who each other are because we don't want anyone comparing notes to go ahead and make a decision on who they felt is the best person. So what we do from there is we give them 2 days to go ahead and tally, to go ahead and judge all the actual nominees. Then we go ahead and have them collected up. We have a committee of people people that take the actual scores, tally them up per category, and we take the top 2 individuals per category, and then we go ahead and move forward to this evening to go ahead and celebrate this community service excellence at its all-time high. And I am excited and ecstatic for us to be here. And this is what it's about, Pontiac. So I need you all, wherever you are, I need you to go ahead and sit back and enjoy what's about to take place here. Because tonight, we're going to celebrate absolute greatness. For us to kick this event off correctly, it is only right that we go ahead and bring 2 absolute political powerhouses to the actual computer screen this evening. One is representing us from a political dynamic up in Lansing. The other one is representing us from a political dynamic over at the county. It is without further ado that I have the absolute honor of introducing in to bring you a welcome and also a congratulatory message on behalf of the state of Michigan. I'm talking about State Representative Brenda Carter, and on behalf of Oakland County, our Oakland County Commissioner, I'm bringing to you Angela Powell. I need you to put your hands together for both of these amazing ladies who is doing so much for the community of Pontiac.
Good evening, everyone. I'm State Representative Brenda Carter, representing the communities of Auburn Hills, Keego Harbor, Sylvan Lake, Orchard Lake Village, and of course, my home community, Pontiac. I'm here to celebrate the Clarence E. Phillips Ascend Foundation 3rd Annual Pontiac Honors Community Service Awards. These awards are given to outstanding individuals and organizations that's doing great work in our community. So once again, congratulations, award recipients. This is your night, and we're here to celebrate it.
Hey, City of Pontiac, this is your Oakland County Commissioner, Angela Powell, and I am happy to be here with you all to bring greetings for the Ascend Foundation's 3rd Annual Pontiac Honors Community Service Awards. Yes, it is a phenomenal event, and we want to thank Kano Phillips for hosting this event to honor such great people in our community. And guess what? I was one of those honors maybe a couple years ago, and I am very appreciative for that award. So hope you all have a good time enjoying what you see today and see all the honors, and y'all have a blessed one.
Once again, I want to go and say thank you so much to our amazing State Representative Brenda Carter and our illustrious Representative Oakland County Commissioner Angela Powell. Thank you so much, ladies, for not only your service, but for the love and words that you've given out to these people that have put it on the line every year, all year long, to be here to this point today to receive these awards. So with all that being said, now we get a chance to go ahead and really get into the reason why we're here this evening. We're here to go ahead and celebrate absolute community service greatness. And we start that out with our first category, which is our Vanguard Award, which goes out to it's the female category. This award goes out to someone from between the age of 38 and 60 that have done some dynamic things for the community of Pontiac. And once again, like we said, out of 467 nominations, these were the top 2 that were actually selected. One of them are going to be the recipient of the Community Champion Award, and one of them is going to be the recipient of the Neighborhood Champion Award. So without further ado, let me go ahead and introduce you to the 2 finalists. Our first finalist is someone who's nothing short of being amazing. I'm talking about none other than the one and only Miss Maggie Razdar. Maggie is a woman not only does she serve as the president of Kids Standard and Michigan Youth Project, but she's also stepped out from an entrepreneurship standpoint since the pandemic actually took place. What she wanted to go ahead and do is provide a multitude of services for people from a tutorial standpoint, but also from a job standpoint. So she created 3 ventures. One of them was called Tutor Motion, which is providing mentorship for kids through the K through 16 pocket to go and make sure academic achievement is going to be met. The second venture was something called Academia Makers, which is providing apprenticeship opportunities for individuals who need just to go and find that extra nudge to go ahead and create a career for themselves. And then the third one was a janitorial business that she created for mothers that were in need of trying to find extra income called Clean Michigan, to go ahead and give them an opportunity to go ahead and get money to be able to provide for their households. That's what I call someone who is an absolute superstar. Our next award recipient is a woman who is absolutely amazing to me. This woman gives so much of herself on a regular basis to so many different organizations, and that's what this is all about. But most commonly, you find her doing a lion's share of her work over on Orchard Lake Road or Oakland Family Services, where she serves as an early learning communities instructor. And in that capacity, what she does is she gets with mothers, mothers with newborn children, try to go ahead and give them all the resources that they would need to go ahead and be able to get a good jump on the thing that they call motherhood, so we can go ahead and provide healthier family dynamics. But even beyond that, the work she also does with Parent University over at Oakland University has been nothing short of amazing as well, bringing parents together to go ahead and make sure they have not only all the resources, but all the information that they need so these kids can go out and do something absolutely amazing with their lives. And we're not even going to talk about the work she's even done with our very own Ascend Foundation. She's one of our Ascend mothers, and that woman really, I'm talking about someone who's shaking the earth. This is what this woman does for us to go and make sure kids are going to be in a better place. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to the awards. It is with the greatest honor we get a chance to present to you the winner of the Vanguard Award, female finalist, Community Champion Award for Service goes to the one, the only, Miss Nicole King.
Thank you to Kano Phillips and the Clarence E. Phillips Ascend Foundation for this wonderful award. Thank you that you have allowed me to help so many families in the city of Pontiac through the work that I've done for Oakland Family Services, where I serve as an instructor for over 10 years. I have now relocated to Georgia, where I am still doing the work. I believe in community service. I believe in helping my community, seeing it grow, seeing families build brighter futures, one family at a time. It is work, and it requires all of us. It takes a village. And when that village pull together, we can do some amazing things. So thank you so much to the city of Pontiac. Thank you, Kano. Thank you, everyone, for allowing me to serve you the time that I was there. Thank you so much.
It is also with the greatest honor we get a chance to introduce to you our Vanguard Neighborhood Champion Award winner, the one, the only Miss Maggie Razdar. Ladies and gentlemen, I told you we're going to be playing around here this evening. If we're going to go ahead and start an award show, let's start an award show out with two absolute powerhouses. And that's what we did. You know, they always say ladies first. Well, these ladies kicked it off first and right. So that's what this is all about. With that being said, let's go ahead and get to our next category. And I'm always excited about this one too, because we're talking about celebrating young excellence. We're talking about our junior category. This category goes out to two young kids, male and female, from the ages of 18 and under, who understand the true importance at an early age of giving back to a community that's given so much of themselves, sowing their seeds into the community. And that's why I'm ecstatic to go ahead and be able to present to you this evening these next two individuals. The first one is a young lady that I just absolutely adore. This young lady actually served in our leadership capacity for the Ascend Foundation Truth Youth Coalition. This young lady is constantly giving back to a multitude of people. This young lady is also an entrepreneur herself when it comes to the makeup industry. This young lady also is down at Tennessee State University on the president's list, sitting over there representing Pontiac and representing Pontiac well. This young lady also served as the youngest convocation speaker in the history of Pontiac just last year for the Pontiac High School graduation. It is without further ado, as you can see, I'm gushing with such pride when it comes to this young lady. But without further ado, I ask you all, wherever you are at, to go and put your hands together for the one, the only Miss Anaria Kyles.
Hi, my name is Anaria Kyles, and I am a sophomore at Tennessee State University. I would like to humbly accept this award and thank everyone who has contributed to my success. I would first like to thank my mom for always loving me. I would like to thank my Aunt Tanisha for always being there for me. And I would like to thank Mr. Kano for always giving me the opportunities that have got me here today. I would lastly like to thank my grandmother for always encouraging me and being on my side. I would lastly like to thank the City of Pontiac for this award. Thank you.
This next young man is what it's all about. We talk about a kid who took something that was an actual physical challenge in his own personal life and turned it around and used it as a vehicle to impact others. And I'm talking about through the means of motivational speaking. I'm talking about talking to kids about suicide prevention, about drug awareness. This is what it's all about. For someone to be that age, to understand the importance of what this can go ahead and do and how life-altering these type of decisions are, for him to take that, comprise it, and make it an impactful message to touch others, this is why this kid, I am honored for us to go and have the opportunity to go ahead and celebrate this young man today. So it is without further ado that I ask you all to put your hands together right where you sit or stand for the young man of the day, of the hour, of the year. I'm talking about none other than Mr. Mylan Harris.
Hello, my name is Mylan Harris. I would like to thank the people to give me this reward. I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, God, my sisters, my brothers, Treo, Milan, Mal, and Anita. This is a great award that I have gotten, and I'm grateful to have it. And this shows that even though we are young, we can still make a difference in the world. Even if, you know, you're little, small, tall, any size will do. As long as you have the heart and you can focus at the task at hand, you can do anything you put your mind to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next category, just staying with the theme of what it is that we just left. You know, the junior category takes you from the ages of 18 and under. But this next category is our millennial category. And we as a community also understand how important it is for us to get behind our millennials, because they are that next boost of energy that we're going to go ahead and need to be able to go ahead and push everything we need to have pushed for our city to be revitalized. So when you go and hear this next name and this next award winner, you will understand why this young man was picked. Either you know him, you're going to understand already. If you don't know him, we're going to tell you a little something about him. The next category that we're about to go ahead and celebrate is the male recipient of our Millennial Award. And it's going to go to a man by the name of Mr. Coleman Yoakum. Mr. Coleman Yoakum serves as the founder and executive director of Micah 6. This is a young man, I'm telling you, who's putting it on the line for a multitude of years in a way of trying to go ahead and do community gardening. And for a way of creating, right now, he's in the process of working on a community center at the Old Webster School project. And what he's trying to do is trying to go ahead and provide a vehicle for not only kids in the surrounding community, from kids from all over the community of Pontiac, to actually come to have a constructive place to go ahead and be able to play, to be able to learn, to be mentored. And that's what it's all about. For someone to go ahead and have the forethought to go and take on that cumbersome task, that's why we're celebrating him today. And that's also the reason why this man is winning this award. And so it is without further ado and with the greatest honor that I present to you our award winner for the millennial category. It's the one and only Mr. Coleman Yoakum.
Hello everyone, this is Coleman Yoakum. Just wanted to take a minute and record this message and say thank you so much for this award and this recognition and this honor. I'm incredibly grateful. I'm sure me, just like everyone else who has been awarded tonight, will tell you that this isn't why we do it. We don't do it for awards or for recognition or anything like that. We do it because we love our city, we love our work, we love our community, and this is just a real honor to be recognized for that and to be noticed for the work that we're doing. So I want to take this moment and sort of deflect some of this energy and thank my team, thank my neighborhood, my community, the people who know us, love us, support us, have supported us from the beginning, and even the folks who have come along after that to come alongside us as well. So thank you all so much. This is an incredible honor. Thank you to the Ascend Foundation and Kano and everybody who put this event on. It means a lot. Thanks so much.
Once again, thank you so much, Coleman, for everything you do for the Pontiac community. And like I said earlier in the actual event, you know, it's so important that we go ahead and make sure we recognize some of these individuals who give so much of themselves for the community of Pontiac, but it's equally as important that we go ahead and acknowledge some of these corporations, agencies, service organizations, and nonprofits that are really giving everything of themselves to make sure Pontiac is going to be all right. And they do it through either the means of philanthropy, or they do it through either the means of just grassroots, rolling up their sleeves and putting it out there to making sure that you're going to have manpower to get some of these initiatives met. So with that being said, it brings us to our next category, which is our Corporation of the Year. This goes out. We're going to have, throughout the show, you're going to have two different aspects of this actual category. First one is going to be awarded to some corporations that are inside the city of Pontiac. And the next one's going to be for corporations that are outside the city of Pontiac that also give so much to the community. But we had to go ahead and start with the nucleus of it all. So we started inside the city. And so with that being said, let me give you our first two finalists for the Community Champion Award and also Neighborhood Champion Award for our business category. The first one is none other than Nick's Corner, Mr. Nick Mansour. What Nick does in that building is absolutely nothing short of amazing. This is a man that constantly, all year long, is finding ways to go ahead and give. It might be, you might find him every week giving a multitude of meals to the homeless. You might find him sitting over here doing particular drives, whether it be clothing drives, coat drives, water drives, for different people that might just be in need, or different organizations that he likes to partner with to come in to go ahead and provide pushes to make sure the community is going to go ahead and have a wraparound degree of services that's going to go ahead and touch him. You might go ahead and see him just so recently is just doing a Halloween giveaway. But more commonly, when you're going to go ahead and see how Nick goes to work, just come and see him on Thanksgiving, or even go ahead and see him for the Christmas holiday, where he's putting together 1,000 meals every time to go and make sure families are going to go ahead and be able to eat well. So Nick, for everything that you do and wherever you are on your couch, I need you to put your hands together for Mr. Nick Mansour. Our next finalist we have is Work 365, Mr. James Gonzalez. It's not every day that you go ahead and find someone who takes something that they hold so close and dear to their heart and they're passionate about and be able to turn that into a vehicle or an agent of change. And that's what James Gonzalez has been able to go ahead and do over at Work 365. He's taken the power of fitness, used as a vehicle to go ahead and push academic achievement among kids, and also go ahead and push the power of mentorship by doing it through a means of also giving back in a way of fitness, which is something that all of us need to go ahead and embody, given the fact that we only have one body and we need to go and take care of it to the best of our ability. But to turn this all into this impactful of a model, and to be able to see the degree of change and the depth of change, it's been nothing short of amazing. So today, this evening, Mr. Gonzalez and Work 365, we salute you. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with the greatest of honor that I present to you our Corporate and Business Community Champion Award to the one and only Mr. Nick Mansour, Nick's Corner.
Thank you for this award. I wish all the people that helped me and support me, they were with me today, because this is not only my award, it's theirs too. Unfortunately, this building won't be big enough for all of them. For 23 years in Pontiac, they've been all for me, day in and day out. Thank you very much. I'm very grateful.
Once again, everyone, if you could please put your hand together for Mr. Nick Mansour and Nick's Corner. Next, it is with the greatest of privilege and honor that we get a chance to present to you our Neighborhood Champion Award for Corporation of the Year, which goes out to the one and only Work 365 and Mr. James Gonzalez. Please put your hands together for Mr. Gonzalez and Work 365. It is always such an amazing thing when we get a chance to go and come together and celebrate absolute greatness, and for people to go ahead and see the importance of making sure they're going to be a part of it, so that these great people and leaders who are doing so much for the community are going to go and understand that their work is not going unnoticed. It brings me to this next person who's going to come to your computer screen. This is a woman that I think the absolute world of, because she is fighting her butt off in Lansing to go ahead and make sure that the people of Pontiac are going to get all the amenities, all the rights, all the funding that's going to be needed for us to be able to go ahead and move forward as a community. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and introduce to you and bring to your computer screen the one and only Michigan Senator Rosemary Bayer.
Hi, my name is Rosemary Bayer, and I am your senator for District 12, and Pontiac is right in the center. Hallelujah for that. My favorite place to be, but tonight is my favorite night, and I wish we were actually in the room together, because here we are tonight to honor Pontiac Honors community leaders. The community leaders in Pontiac, the community leaders, you are the people who make things happen here. You are the people, whether we see you or not, doing the work, right? You are the ones that we respect, we honor every day for the things that you're doing to keep this community strong, to bring the people together. We know, and it's been so hard for the last year and a half, we know the way we're going to do what, the way we're going to grow, the way we're going to move forward is by having everybody together, and you are the ones doing the work to do that. And I respect you for that. I know what you're doing for this community. I want to honor you every day, but especially we honor you tonight. Thank you so much for being who you are, doing the work that you do, and have a wonderful evening here with the Ascend Foundation, honoring you, our community leaders.
Once again, thank you so much, Senator Bear, for all your words of love and encouragement that you're giving to these magnificent leaders and winners that we're going to go ahead and have this evening. Because that's what this is all about, making sure people are going to go ahead and feel recognized and appreciated. So I thank you so much for that. And that brings us to our next category. It brings us to our Vanguard Award. This award goes out to individuals from the age of 38 to 60. We already saw the winner, the female winners of this category, but now we're about to go ahead and get to the polar opposite side of that, which is our male winners. And so, without further ado, let me go ahead and give you these two men. And I'm talking about we got two great ones. The first person that we're going to go ahead and bring to your computer screen today is none other than Mr. James McQueen. James McQueen serves as the Director of Community Engagement for the Lighthouse of Oakland County. And when you want to go ahead and see someone who shows you the true embodiment of what community service looks like, you got to look too far. Just look at this man right here. This is someone you're going to see riding around the community of Pontiac on a regular basis, trying to go and make sure you got a multitude of families who are going to be fed, going to have supplies, clothing, going to go ahead and make sure that the homeless are going to be taken care of on a regular basis, whether it be in the form of making sure they're going to have secure housing through the PATH program that's being housed out of the Lighthouse, which once again the Lighthouse is doing some amazing work. Great job, Lighthouse. But also to go ahead and see his diligence with connecting with a multitude of other organizations like even us at the Ascend Foundation to make sure that all of our community service and impacts are going to be met. So James, tonight we're going to go ahead and salute you, and we say congratulations for being a finalist. In our next finalist, we have a man that's over on Julio Cesar Chavez Boulevard putting in work and killing it. I'm talking about none other than the one and only Mr. Al Patrick. Al Patrick serves as the Director for Community Initiatives for Oakland Livingston Human Services Organization, or agency, more commonly known, better known to everybody as OSHA. But what he's been doing over there, it spans over almost 20 years. And that's what this is about, true consistency. Consistency in making sure that so many families are going to go and have all their needs met. Doing it through Head Start educational programs. Doing it through assist programs. Making sure your appliances are going to be in place. Making sure you get all the necessities to go ahead and be able to survive inside the home, from food all the way to utilities. That's what this is all about, making sure that families are going to be cared for, not only here in Pontiac, but all throughout Oakland County and Livingston County. But the bulk of his services has really touched so many households in Pontiac, and that's the reason why we're sitting here this evening with him being celebrated. So I'm excited to go ahead and find out who's going to go ahead and hold the coveted title of Community Champion and who's going to hold the coveted title of Neighborhood Champion. So here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with the greatest honor that we get a chance to present to you the Vanguard Community Champion Award for Service, which goes to none other than Mr. Al Patrick. Let's hear a few words from Mr. Patrick.
Hi, I'm Al Patrick, and on behalf of the Oakland Livingston Human Service Agency and myself, I'd like to thank both Kano Phillips and the Ascend Foundation for this Vanguard Community Service Award. It is truly a pleasure to be able to receive this award. I just want to thank everyone for allowing me the opportunity to serve the Oakland County area, especially Pontiac. We want to make sure that we continue to make a difference in this community, and we can only do that in terms of trying to make sure that we provide services to the community at large. Again, it is a pleasure, and I thank everyone who voted for me on my behalf. I'd like to say thank you, thank you, thank you. It is truly an honor to receive this award. God bless.
Congratulations, Mr. Patrick, on your achievement and your award this evening. And next it is with the greatest honor that we get a chance to announce our Neighborhood Vanguard Champion Award of Service, which goes to none other than the man himself, Mr. James McQueen. Like I said, Pontiac, we're going to keep this tradition and this program rolling. I told you we're going to go ahead and pay homage to some great individuals. But with that being said, also we got to go ahead and do this right. We got to go ahead and pay homage to the man upstairs. So that means it's taking us to our next category. We're talking about the faith-based category. This is a lot of churches that we've had that's been submitted for this award, and they've done some amazing things. And so we've had some great winners. And tonight we're going to keep that tradition alive by these two churches, these two organizations that have been doing some amazing things in Pontiac. With that being said, let's take us to our first nominee. Our first nominee is none other than Welcome Missionary Baptist Church, who is led by the one and only Pastor Douglas P. Jones. Welcome Missionary Baptist Church has been an absolute staple in the community of Pontiac. There's so much in the way of service and initiatives that take place right in that building over on Oneida Street. And a lot of this has been led by Pastor Jones, who's doing work through a multitude of organizations. Not only the things that take place with different ministries inside that church, but also work that's taking place for the Greater Pontiac Community Coalition, as well as the Committee of 50, which is also led by Pastor Jones as well. But the work that's happening out of there, everything from assistance when it comes to utilities, when it comes to families being supported, when it comes to mentorship, it's all this is taking place within the walls of that building and so much more. And that's why they're being presented this evening as one of our winners or one of our finalists to become one of our winners this evening. So with that, we want to go ahead and salute Welcome Missionary Baptist Church. And our next finalist for our faith-based category is a church that's been centered in downtown for so many years. And the work that they do is second to none. You might catch them during one of our parades. You might catch them during Thanksgiving, during the holiday extravaganza. You might catch them over the holidays as they're adopting a multitude of families. You might even catch them inside of the school district supporting and giving back, making sure kids are going to be supplied with school supplies, backpacks, and so much more. I'm talking about First Presbyterian Church. And what they're doing is nothing short of breathtaking and amazing, and you are so appreciated, and that's the reason why they're sitting here this evening as one of our future award winners. Here we go, everyone. The recipient of our Community Champion Faith-Based Organization of the Year Award goes to Welcome Missionary Baptist Church.
Listen, I want to express a great deal of thanks and appreciation to the Ascend Foundation for this distinguished honor. I'm just overwhelmed, at receiving this honor, from them, from the work that we do. It's not really work for us because it's a passion that we have in working with the community over these last 32 years at Welcome Baptist Church and with the Greater Pontiac Community Coalition and Committee of 50. Our effort is to make Pontiac a better place, a city of destination, and having the opportunity to work with the Ascend Foundation to make an imprint and an expression on our young people, to make a change in their lives, is really what our purpose and our mission is. So I want to express the greatest of thanks and honor for being able to receive this award, and I will cherish it. It's going to go on our wall, but I want to say thank you very much. Let me thank Mr. Kano Phillips and all of those associated with the Ascend Foundation for giving me this distinguished honor, and I tell you what, I'm humbled by it. Thank you very much.
As we push forward in the way of excellence tonight, we go to our Neighborhood Faith-Based Champion Award winner, which is none other than Pontiac First Presbyterian Church. Pontiac, I hope you're truly enjoying the celebration that we're having for these excellent individuals and organizations that are giving us so much of themselves to make sure Pontiac is going to be absolutely good. With that being said, it's only right that we go ahead and have the person who's been leading the city over the last 8 years to go ahead and come to your computer screen this evening to go ahead and give some words. We're talking about a woman who's on her way out, but she is to go ahead and be applauded for a multitude of years of service that she's given in the position of mayor. So at this point in time, wherever you are at, I want you to put your hands together for our amazing mayor, Mayor Deirdre Waterman, Mayor of the City of Pontiac. Welcome, Mayor.
Greetings, everyone. I am Mayor Deirdre Waterman of the City of Pontiac, and it gives me great pleasure to welcome you here once again to the 3rd Annual Pontiac Honors Community Service Awards. That's a lot to say for this Pontiac community. I'm so proud of what Kano Phillips has continued in his father's honor. The great Mayor Clarence Phillips, who started the Ascend Foundation. The Ascend Foundation as a community service group, and the communities such as Pontiac need that so much to support all the programs we have and to help to build our community. You've done a great job of that, Kano, and all of you who have supported his efforts through the years. And it gives us great honor to welcome all those who have come here to accept those awards, both today and in the past. Thanks for doing a great job. Thank you for your service to the community. Pontiac continues to build, to strive, to become a prosperous city through the efforts of all those who are on the same platform, who have the same consensus and the goals to move the city forward. It has been my honor and pleasure to serve in this capacity for 8 years, to see the growth of Pontiac, thanks to all the stakeholders and people, like the Ascend Foundation and others who support it, who have made this happen.
Thank you so much, Mayor, for your words of encouragement and love that you've given to your constituents over a multitude of 8 years and these amazing award winners this evening. So we applaud you and thank you for your service. With that being said, it takes us to our next category, and it is our Pioneer Award, which is individuals that are from the age of 60 and up. These are people that are absolute trailblazers, the ones who laid down the blueprint for people like myself and so many others that's come to actually come behind. And these are the people that I have so much love and respect for, and I am honored that we're about to go ahead and present another class of absolute trailblazing champions. So without further ado, our first finalist for our Pioneer category is a woman who's been absolutely doing amazing things in the field of mental health. I'm talking about none other than Miss Malkia Newman. Malkia Newman serves as a team supervisor at CNS Healthcare anti-stigma program, as well as a community activist. This woman is doing so much in the field of making of something that is such a negative stigma amongst minorities, where we want to hide from mental health issues. But this woman has been an absolute crusader to go ahead and change that whole complexion of how we look at mental health, and also for us to understand that it's all right for us to go ahead and actually reach out to find help, for us to go ahead and make sure we can have a better household, better neighborhoods, and a better family dynamic. And it's because of individuals like this woman right here who's been doing it on a consistent basis for almost 20 years herself. So you are to be absolutely saluted, and we're glad that you are a nominee this evening. And our next finalist is a woman who's nothing short of breathtaking and amazing what she's been doing for the community of Pontiac. I call her lightning in a bottle. I'm talking about none other than Miss Leona Patterson. Miss Patterson serves as an absolute community activist and champion for the city of Pontiac in a multitude of categories. But the work she's doing as the director of the Lancaster Cooperative is nothing short of amazing as well. But you'll see her everywhere, whether it be initiatives giving back to the homeless, initiatives making sure that families are going to go ahead and be fed, making sure that you have kids are going to have coats, kids are going to go ahead and make sure that they're going to get all the actual resources that they're going to go ahead and need to be successful, whether it be through educational programs or whether it just be through assist programs. That's what this woman go ahead and does. And she also, it makes it a point to not only do it just there, but also making sure she's promoting partnerships. Partnerships like the work she did with the Pontiac Census, as we pushed up a record number for Pontiac. So numbers are still a little bit low, but we're still works in progress. In 10 years, we'll go back to working on that. But this woman is a big reason why we were able to go ahead and push that dynamic. Ms. Patterson, it is an honor that we have you here this evening to honor you. Here we go, everyone. The winner of our Pioneer Community Champion Award for Service. And it goes to none other than Miss Leona Patterson. Let's hear some words from Miss Patterson this evening.
I want to thank the Ascend Foundation for recognizing me for what I've done. But I only think it's fair to say anything that I have accomplished was because other people were also involved in the process. I think that it's important that all of us use whatever talent or skill we have collectively to change our community around. And right now we have a golden opportunity to do so. So I expect everyone to come forward and do what they need to do. Thank you.
And next, we have the honor of presenting our Neighborhood Pioneer Champion Award of Service, which goes to the one, the only, Miss Melchiah Newman. Thank you so much, Miss Patterson. Thank you so much, Miss Newman, for blazing trails for so many people to go ahead and come behind you. Thank you for leaving those footprints in the sand. And that's the reason why people know the pathway to go ahead and take to go ahead and reach greatness. Thank you so much, ladies. But with that being said, everyone, we told you tonight we were going to go and honor some people, but we're also going to make sure you had some great entertainment. So we wouldn't empty the clip when it came to us being able to make sure we got you something really good and special. So we went and decided to go ahead and shake the coattails of some Pontiac legends, some people that's been doing it for years in the jazz industry. And so now, for the third year, the first 2 years we wanted to go ahead and use an all Pontiac band to go ahead and make sure that we were going to go ahead and celebrate Pontiac, but also do it with people that have been doing it on a multitude of level on a national scale. So what we decided to go ahead and do too is we didn't pull an all Pontiac cast, but we pulled two of the leaders to go ahead and come in this evening with the group that's been putting it down in the jazz world for a multitude of years. I'm talking about the one, Mr. Bubby Webb. I'm talking about the one, Mr. Kill Bill Sumner, as well as the rest of the crew as they come and bring to you, as we come to bring to you this evening, the one, the only Groove Session.
Welcome to the third annual Pontiac Honors from the Ascend Foundation. Excuse me. We're a Groove Session band. We are your entertainment tonight, and we are very honored to play music for you. We hope you enjoy our selections. Let me introduce the band for you before we get started. On keys, we have Sharon Lewis. On saxophone, we have Charles Prophet. On drums, we have Keith Bubby Webb. I'm Kill Bill Sumner. We are your band Groove Sessions. We're going to entertain you tonight. We hope you enjoy the music. set to enjoy tonight. This is our last selection for tonight. I would like to thank Pontiac Honors and the Ascend Foundation for having us once again. Pontiac has a lot to be proud of. You know, we're gonna struggle, we're gonna be fighters. So keep it going, stay positive. We love you, Crew Sessions Band. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are, please put your hands together for the one, the only Groove Session. Thank you so much, Bubby Webb, for your continued support of this program. Thank you so much, Kill Bill Sumner. And shout out to my man, Quincy Stewart, and also Dr. Damani Phillips, who usually is in attendance. But, you know, of course, these are Pontiac legends who are still doing some amazing things. But I would be remiss if I didn't go ahead and say thank you to them, because they were part of the original group we put together to go ahead and provide entertainment. And as you saw, the jazz was on fire. The jazz was lit. And that's what this is all about, celebrating great music. So I hope you got a chance to get you, for some of you drinkers, I hope you got a chance to get you a little bit of wine. For some of you non-drinkers like myself, I hope you got a great glass of Kool-Aid as you sat back and enjoyed the great music. But now, let's get back into our awards. So our next category is for organizations. Fraternities and sororities have been doing it for a multitude of years. A lot of these organizations have over 100 years of history of service and giving back. And so it is with our greatest of honor that we go ahead and present to you the next category. The next category is our organization of the our fraternity and Masonic organization of the year for fraternities and for Masonic orders. And it goes to as such. Our first finalist for our fraternity and Masonic organization of the year is none other than the brothers of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated Pontiac chapter. These men right here, I've had the honor and privilege of working with for a multitude of years, and these men are getting it done. I'm talking about on a lot of different particular fronts. But even more so, for these men to go ahead and show an investment in the community, they decided, okay, we're falling short on community centers in Pontiac, so how about we do this? How about we go ahead and open up a center right in the heart of the South Side to go ahead and make sure any kids in that neighborhood can go ahead and come in, to go ahead and do tutorial sessions, use computer labs, and also be a hub for so many organizations to be able to go ahead and do specific events and allocate it to making sure that we get information out to the community of Pontiac and so much more. And that's what these men represent. And these men are led by the president of the pole mark of the chapters, Mr. Curtis Terry, who's been doing amazing work. Shout out to you, Curtis. Shout out to the brothers of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. And today we celebrate you. And our next finalist is the Masonic Order of Gibraltar, number 19, PHA. And these are some men that are close and dear to my heart. It's always special when you get a chance to go ahead and honor some people. A lot of these men and men that I grew up with, from snot-nosed kids to where we are today. And to watch the consistency that these men actually give the community of Pontiac is something nothing short of amazing. I'm talking about they're giving it to you when we talk about assisting veteran services, when we're talking about giving back to those that are in need, adopting families, when we're talking about initiatives pushing the support for our homeless population. And we're not even going to get into the mentoring side. That what these men go ahead and do when they reach out to some of these young men is nothing short of breathtaking. And even when we start talking about back to school rallies, when we start talking about back to school supplies for kids and families so they can go and take some of that financial burden off their plate. And that's what these men represent. So for the Masonic Brothers of Gibraltar, we absolutely salute you and we thank you for everything. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Fraternal and Masonic Organization Community Champion Award for Service goes to none other than the men of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated Pontiac Alumni Chapter. Let's hear from their pole mark, Mr. Curtis Terry.
Hi, my name is Curtis Terry, pole mark of the Pontiac Alumni Chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi. On behalf of the entire chapter, I want to thank the Ascend Foundation, Kano Phillips, his staff, and anyone that was associated with giving us this award. In 1965, the Pontiac Alumni Chapter was chartered. Our chartering members at that time knew one of the fundamental purposes of our organization was service to the community. We try to continue to do that today. We certainly don't do it to be recognized, but it does feel good to do so. So again, thank you, we appreciate you, and we'll continue doing what we need to do in this community. God bless.
Congratulations again, Brother Terry, and also the men of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated for the decades of service you've given to the community of Pontiac, and also with the work you've done with the Pontiac Kappa League. Those kids are actually moving planets, and you are to be so commended for that. So congratulations again, gentlemen. But with all of that being put on the table, it brings us to our next Neighborhood Community Champion Award for Masonic Order and Fraternal Orders. We are talking about none other than the men of the Masonic Order of Gibraltar, number 19, PHA. Congratulations, gentlemen. To the men of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, Pontiac Alumni Chapter, and the men of the Masonic Order of Gibraltar, number 19, PHA, I want to go and say to you, congratulations, gentlemen, and thank you, and thank you for your consistency and all the service you've given to the community of Pontiac for decades. We appreciate you to no end. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, now we're going to go ahead and get to some of these great dynamic service agencies, organizations that have been giving it to us on a multitude of levels when it comes to deep services to make sure that we're going to go ahead and be able to have a community that's going to be healthy on a multitude of levels. So with all of that being put on the table, we got two organizations that are doing some amazing things, and I'm excited to go ahead and be able to present them to you. So the two individuals and the two organizations that actually came through that 467 nominations, and we do got two powerhouse organizations as well. The first one is sitting right there on University Street over in Pontiac. I'm talking about none other than Havenwick Hospital. Havenwick Hospital has been doing some dynamic things right on that University Drive corridor. And I'm talking about, this is an organization that is extending themselves when it comes to mental health, when it comes to suicide, when it comes to individuals that just need those wraparound services to make sure that you're going to have more of a mental stability and also be healthier as you go ahead and step back out into the world. You know, that's what this hospital does. But even beyond what they're doing inside the walls of the community, what's even more impressive, what they're doing outside the community. I'm talking about, this is an organization that's partnered with us at the Ascend Foundation to go ahead and provide services for the homeless, to go ahead and provide resources for families that are in need. That's what this is all about. Making sure you're giving to a community from inside your establishment, but also outside is just equally as important. And so for that being said, I want to say to Havenwick Hospital, congratulations on your nomination, and today we salute you. Next, we have an organization that I hold close and dear to my heart. It's an organization that I have seen firsthand what they've been able to go ahead and do, not only in the walls of Pontiac, but Oakland County as a whole. But so much of that love has come and trickled right back into the city of Pontiac. I'm talking about none other than CNS Healthcare. CNS Healthcare is an organization that is a strong component in giving you a great one-stop shop when it comes to mental health services. And it's going to go ahead and make sure they have a full competent staff to give you everything that you're going to go ahead and need to make sure that when you leave out the walls of their building and establishment, they're going to be so much better off as they go ahead and return back to their families. But even beyond that, the service that they do inside the building is one thing, but the service you do outside the building is absolutely priceless to me and so many of us. And that's probably the reason why they got nominated this evening, for the turkey giveaways, for the assist program when it comes to giving to veterans, when it comes to youth initiatives that they just went into, giving back to kids going into the educational system throughout the whole city of Pontiac. That's what this is all about with their partnerships. So tonight, CNS, we salute you, and I cannot wait to get to our community champion and our neighborhood champion. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are now about to go ahead and announce our community champion for Service Agency of the Year Award, which goes to none other than CNS Healthcare. We're about to hear a few words from the president and CEO of CNS Healthcare, Mr. Michael Garrett. Take it away, Mr. Garrett.
My name is Michael Garrett, President and CEO of CNS Healthcare, and I'm here today to express my sincere thank you to the Clarence E. Phillips Ascend Foundation for this very prestigious award. CNS Healthcare is one of the largest providers of behavioral healthcare services in southeastern Michigan, and the city of Pontiac has always had a special affinity in our heart because, quite frankly, it's where it all started for us. As an organization, we have a corporate philosophy of giving back to the communities that we serve, in deeds, in actions, and in finances. And it just gives me great pleasure to know that our efforts have been appreciated by this very wonderful community. CNS Healthcare will continue to serve Pontiac and all of the Tri-County area, and I can't thank you enough for this award. Again, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Garrett, for those words. Now, we get a chance to go ahead and present to you our Neighborhood Champion Award of Service for our agency, which goes to an absolute dynamo sitting right on University Drive. And I got to go ahead and give a shout out to Wendy and Michelle for all the work that you do and how you are so conscious in giving back to the community of Pontiac. We present this award to Havenwick Hospital, to the CNS Healthcare family and staff, because we already know you are the pulse and bloodline of the organization, and you are the reason why these services are being able to be carried out. And to the family at Havenwick Hospital and the staff for everything that you go ahead and do for the community of Pontiac. Both of you have been nothing short of breathtaking and amazing. It's because of you we have healthier households, we have healthier school systems because of the work that you put in, and people are going to be that much better off as they look to go ahead and build from this point and beyond. So thank you, and thank you for that, both of you. So, with that being put on the table, I will be remiss if I didn't take an opportunity to go ahead and bring to the computer this evening someone and the organization that thought enough of what it is we're trying to go ahead and do to salute some of these great men and women and organizations. They thought so much of it that they wanted to go ahead and become our premier sponsor for the event. So, without further ado, please, I need you to put your hands together as I invite the one and only Dr. Semino Scott from the Pontiac Collective Impact Partnership. Come take it away, Mr. Scott.
Good evening. My name is Dr. Semino Scott, Executive Director of the Pontiac Collective Impact Partnership. It is our distinct honor to serve as the key sponsor to this year's Clarence E. Phillips Ascend Foundation Pontiac Community Honors Awards, an evening of jazz and excellence that highlights Pontiac's best and brightest in serving our community. It's so important that we recognize our grassroots warriors and trailblazers, people who make things happen on the ground level. I personally want to thank the Clarence E. Phillips Ascend Foundation for their tireless effort to always uplift what's positive in the city of Pontiac. So sit back, enjoy an evening of jazz as we celebrate the power of community. Thank you.
Thank you so much to my brother, Dr. Semino Scott, for everything that you and the Pontiac Collective Impact Partnership family has been able to go ahead and achieve in the walls of Pontiac in such a short time, too. And shout out to my girl, Nisha Hannah. Thank you. That's a dream team you got right there, and they are truly putting in work for this community. So I thank you so much for that. Now we're going to go to our next category, and I love it because now we're going right back to some of these young minds, this young energy that we all need to go ahead and make sure our community is going to go ahead and stay revitalized. We're going to go ahead and take the next category to our fraternity, sorority, Masonic organization of the year for undergraduates. That's right. These are the individuals that's still on the college level from 18 to about the age of 23 or 24 that are putting in work. And we got two absolute amazing organizations. So here are our two nominees. Our first finalist is the ladies of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, Omicron Zeta chapter of at Oakland University. And when I say these are some young ladies that I'm absolutely fond of, that would be truly an understatement. These young ladies are doing so much dynamic work, and they're always trying to go ahead and reach out and contact me and also other organizations that I'm affiliated with to go ahead and let them know they are ready to go ahead and put in the work. So you might see them at back to school rallies. You might see them collecting supplies. You might see them over there feeding the homeless. You might see them packaging packages to go ahead and give to the homeless and the kids that are in need. And also what's even more beautiful, you even see them over here doing mentoring for younger elementary school kids. That's what this is all about. So to the ladies of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, Omicron Zeta, you are to be saluted. And the next organization you know is close and dear to my heart. We're talking about the men of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, Tau Kappa chapter. And when I say these young men are putting in work, these young men are putting in work. You see them all through the community of Pontiac. You might see them over there serving, putting together packages for the homeless. You might see them over in the parks doing park cleanups. You might see them over in some of your elementary schools putting in work from a mentoring standpoint. You might actually go ahead and see them putting in packages to go ahead and give out to the homeless. That's what this is all about. And this is about consistency. That's what we need from our younger generation. And both of these groups are not disappointing. But to the young men of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, I'm glad we're going to go ahead and sit here and have an opportunity to salute you this evening. Salute. The winner of our fraternity, sorority, and Masonic Community Champion Award for Service for undergraduate chapter goes out to none other than the beautiful ladies of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, Omicron Zeta chapter. Ladies, we applaud you. Congratulations. And let's hear a few words from the ladies themselves.
Good afternoon. My name is Courtney Lackey, and I'm the president of the Omicron Zeta chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated.
Hello, my name is Taylor Patterson, and I am the Social Action Chair of the Omicron Zeta chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated.
And on behalf of the chapter, we are honored to accept this Community Champion Award for Service from the Ascend Foundation. Pontiac is extremely meaningful to many of our members, and me personally, I was born and raised in this community. So on behalf of myself, as well as the entire chapter, thank you for recognizing our contribution to community service in Pontiac. Thank you as well to our amazingly supportive advisor team, Oakland University, and community members. We look forward to continuing to serve Pontiac and beyond in the future.
Ladies of Delta Sigma Theta Omicron Zeta chapter, you are to be commended. Congratulations, ladies. So well deserved. But the next award that we're about to go ahead and present go out to my little young frat brothers. These young men I am so proud of. We're talking about the recipients of our Neighborhood Champion Community Service Award winner for fraternity, sororities, and Masonic organizations go out to the one, the only young men of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, Tau Kappa chapter of Oakland University. Congratulations, young men. To the ladies of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, Omicron Zeta chapter, and to the young men of my frat brothers of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated of Tau Kappa chapter of Oakland University. You all are to be commended and saluted, and I thank you so much for truly getting what community service is all about and giving back to the community of Pontiac the way that you do. Thank you, and thank you. But this next category, I always love when we go ahead and pay homage to the people that have laid down the trails for us, the one who give us the pathway, show us exactly what this whole community service aspect is supposed to look like. We're talking about our Pioneer Awards. We saw two powerhouses earlier in the show, two ladies that just absolute trailblazers and ground shakers. But now we got world movers that we're about to go ahead and announce today that's about to go ahead and bring home these two awards. We're talking about the winners, our community champion and our neighborhood champion of our Pioneer Service Award of the Year for our male category. And here are our two nominees. Our first nominee is somebody I've had the honor of knowing for so many years. I'm talking about none other than the one and only Mr. Craig Covington. Craig Covington is someone I've absolutely had the opportunity to have a front row seat since I was a little kid to watch all the things that this man has been able to go ahead and do from a sports standpoint and a recreation standpoint. For him to go ahead and do it through baseball teams, through basketball teams. But it's not so much even the athletic side of it where he's showing kids and giving them the fundamentals of how to go ahead and play these sports, but it's the mentoring component. It's the big brother. It's the big uncle. It's the father. It's the grandfather in a lot of cases because we all are getting a little bit antiquated in this day and time. But to watch this man interact with kids is nothing short of amazing. And so to you, Mr. Craig Covington, we are going to salute you this evening and congratulations for being one of our finalists. And our next finalist is someone who's a true legend for the community of Pontiac. And we're talking about the one and only Mr. Grant Mason. Grant Mason is somebody that you have been able to go ahead and see firsthand for over 40 years of rolling up his sleeves and giving back to the community of Pontiac. He's given all of his passions and desires to children to make sure that they're going to be in a better place. You've seen him as an activist fighting for political causes. You've seen him on the forefront in the educational system fighting for different rights from an educational side to make sure kids are going to go ahead and be educated appropriately because he understands the importance of putting all that together to put kids on a better brighter, stronger pathway so they're going to go ahead and be successful in this world. And not to mention the fact of the work that he's been able to go ahead and do with the brothers of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, Pontiac Alumni Chapter, as he currently serves right now. Well, he's the past president of Kappa Alpha Psi, past Polmark, I should say. But for the work you've been able to go ahead and do, Mr. Mason, for the community of Pontiac, you are to be saluted, and I'm glad we get a chance to celebrate you today. As you can see, everyone, we have two incredible nominees for this category. And so incredible that when the vote tallies came back, there was 2 points that actually separated both for these men. 2 points. But you see the type of, after you heard all the explanations on the things that they've done for the community of Pontiac, you absolutely see firsthand and why these two men are being brought here today to be celebrated. So, the winner of our Community Champion Award for Service for a Pioneer category goes out to none other than Mr. Grant Mason. Put your hands together for Mr. Mason as we hear a few words from him.
Thank you, Ascend Foundation, for this prestigious award. I'm honored and humbled by the recognition. Growing up in Pontiac during the Wonder Years, we always had plenty of activities to do. We had a community that supported us, kept out their arms around us, and believed in us. As someone who enjoyed the best of Pontiac, when I returned, it became my goal to ensure that young people coming after me got the same chance to feel the love of this community as I did. I want to thank my wife and family for understanding my passion and allowing me the time to give back. And thanks to those Pontiac pioneers who forged a community of believing in us. And lastly but not least, thanks to the parents, family, and young people that gave me the opportunity to work with them and continue Pontiac's passion of supporting and believing in them.
Once again, Mr. Mason, congratulations, and so well deserved. But now I get the honor to go ahead and present to you our Neighborhood Champion of Service Award in the Pioneer category goes out to the one, the only, Mr. Craig Covington. Congratulations, Mr. Covington. Once again, I want to say to Mr. Covington and Mr. Mason, I want to say congratulations and so well deserved. Thank you so much for giving over 4 decades of your life to the community of Pontiac. You've given your heart, body, and soul to this community, and that's all anyone can go ahead and ask. And for that, I want to say to you, thank you, thank you, and thank you, and congratulations. But next, it is without a shadow of a doubt that I would be remiss if I didn't take this opportunity to go ahead and bring someone to your computer screen who's been a true warrior over the last 2 years in his position for the community of Pontiac. Somebody who I have the honor of calling a friend, and someone who I seen firsthand roll up his sleeves to go ahead and make sure Pontiac is going to get their fair share of resources. The resources that we very much so deserve, that we also need to go and help us get this community revitalized, to bring it back up to its prominence. I'm talking about a man that has been grinding, and for that I appreciate you and I applaud you. So it is with greatest pleasure I bring to this computer screen this evening, your computer screen this evening, the one, the only, Oakland County Executive, Mr. Dave Coulter. Take it away, Dave.
Hello, I'm Oakland County Executive Dave Coulter, and I'm really honored to be here to congratulate the winners of the Ascend Pontiac Honors Community Service Awards. My friend Kano Phillips, the founder and CEO of the Clarence Phillips Ascend Foundation, began this service award program 3 years ago as a way to applaud and congratulate Pontiac residents for all of their sacrifices and hard work. I hear there's 456 nominations this year, so this group gets a special congratulations. And that includes the Lifetime Achievement Award, the Senior Pioneer of the Year Award, and the Nonprofit of the Year Award. The selection process, I guess, was done by judges inside and outside of Pontiac. A lot of eyeballs looked at these applications, and congratulations to all of you who came through that process. Again, I'm just so proud of all the winners of the Ascend Pontiac Honors Community Service Awards, and I want to congratulate you personally. Well done, everybody.
Hey, thank you so much, County Executive Dave Coulter, for your words of encouragement and love for these dynamic individuals that we're celebrating here this evening. Thank you so, so much for that. But next, I swear I love this part of the program. I truly, truly do. Because now we're about to go ahead and bring to you on your computer screen and acknowledge someone who's put it all on the line their whole lives for the true greater good of Pontiac. And tonight, we get a chance to go ahead and celebrate everything they've been able to go ahead and represent for the community of Pontiac and its people. And that's what this is all about, making sure we award people and give them their roses while they can still smell them, not go ahead and start talking about them at their eulogies. And so that's why it is with the greatest privilege and honor that we get a chance to go ahead and bring to you our Lifetime Achievement Award recipient, none other than the one, the only, Honorable Judge Leo Bowman. Judge Bowman has served the community of Pontiac in a multitude of ways. I mean, a lot of times, I know you might have seen him in a courthouse somewhere in the 50th District Court as chief judge for Pontiac. But then he took his skill sets and his gifts over to the county level and to the circuit court. And he became a circuit court judge out there and served for a multitude of years, to the point where he just absolutely got to a point where he retired, which we're all envious of. That's all right, Judge. One day I'll be able to compare notes with you. But you are to be celebrated and you are to be commended for everything that you've done. And we won't even get into the service side. The moment I got a chance to even meet this man was when he was sitting on a baseball field over there coaching kids. That's what this is about. Understanding the importance of doing it on the boardroom side, but also grassroots community side, touching kids, touching lives, touching family. So with that being said, Judge Bowman, you are to be saluted. So congratulations, congratulations, and congratulations. And please, let's sit back as we hear a few words from our judge. Take it away, Honorable Judge Bowman.
Hi. I want to thank the Ascend Foundation for this acknowledgement. Personally, I want to thank Kano Phillips for actually tracking me down. He did a yeoman's job. I'm out of the state of Michigan, actually in New York, and he was able to make contact. So I want to thank him. As it relates to receiving this award, I'm honored. Named after the foundation, Clarence Phillips Foundation, the mayor of the city of Pontiac. He was a friend of mine, and receiving an award from a foundation that carries his name, it's very humbling, and I'm honored to receive it. I'd like to just acknowledge a couple of individuals. First, Marie Johnson, Albert Hatchett, the statesman of Pontiac lawyers, Judge Christopher Brown, first black judge in the county of Oakland, Emmett Elliott Jr., the person that recruited me to come to the city of Pontiac, and finally Walter Moore, a mayor of the city of Pontiac that did much to support me. What they all, as statesmen, shared with me is that service, commitment to the city of Pontiac and its citizens is the rent that we all pay for occupying the space in this world. And I believe that. They lived by it, and I tried to do the same. On a personal note, I'd like to acknowledge my family, my wife, Clara, my son, Leo, my son, David, and my son, Kendall. The person who inspired me most was my mother, Ida Mae Bowman. As a child, her words were always simply this: get a good education, work hard, and stay out of trouble, and you can be anything that you want to be in this life. So for a poor kid from the east side of Pontiac, I just followed my mother's words. and anything and everything was possible. So again, in concluding, to the Ascend Foundation, the work that you are doing in the Pontiac community is important work. There are many young people that have dreams and will accomplish great things as a result of your commitment to the city. You are reinforcing that involvement is the rent that we pay for the space that we occupy. Thank you.
Once again, to the Honorable Judge Leo Bowman, we want to say congratulations and thank you so much for everything you've given to the community of Pontiac. But even more so than that, sir, I want to thank you for being the example. I want to thank you for showing these kids coming through these same neighborhoods that they're walking through right now, that what it looks like to go ahead and come from there, to be able to not only talk about it, but to go ahead and reach their greatness by putting the actions to the thought process and to the dream. So thank you for being that example, and thank you for showing kids exactly what that looks like to go ahead and reach their greatness. You are to be commended, sir, and congratulations. But our next award is something that I really hold close and dear to the chest, because it is the only award that we as a board are able to go ahead and pick, because the community picks all the rest of them. But what this award is called is the Spirit of the Cause Award. This is something that goes out to either an organization or an individual or an entity that have created seismic change in the walls of Pontiac in such a short period of time. And this organization right here has truly embodied every aspect of every word that I just said. So this award goes out to the one, the only OU Pontiac Initiative. And to receive the award on behalf of the Oakland University Pontiac Initiative is none other than my brother and force of nature, Vice President Glenn McIntosh, and our trailblazing mayor, Deirdre Waterman, the wordsmith himself, an influencer, Tom Kimball, and the amazing, dynamic, a woman who I hold dear to my heart, Miss Teresa Rogers. Take it away, you four.
Hello, I am Mayor Deirdre Waterman of the proud city of Pontiac, and I also would like to speak in terms of our partner in this partnership, Dr. Ora Hirsch Peskovitz, the wonderful president at Oakland University, whose platform has kept us in this partnership for now 7 years.
Greetings, my name is Teresa Rogers. I'm the Senior Director of Community Service and Pre-College Programs at Oakland University, and it is our honor and privilege to accept this award for the OU Pontiac Initiative.
My name is Dr. Tom Kimball, and I'm the co-chair of the Oakland University Pontiac Initiative, working with the mayor to make it a success. We just want to thank you, Mr. Phillips, for the wonderful work that you are doing on our behalf in the community. You're making this place a bigger, a better, and a brighter place for all of our citizens, particularly what you're doing for our youth. We're happy to be a part of that, and we hope that not only will we go through the last 7 years of pleasure, but the next 7 years we'll do things even greater together. Again, thank you.
And I'm Glenn McIntosh, Senior Vice President and Chief Diversity Officer at Oakland University. On behalf of our President, Dr. Earl Hirsch Peskovitz, our faculty, staff, and over 17,000 students, we're very proud to receive this award from the Ascend Foundation. Spirit of the Cause Award is the foundation of community engagement at Oakland University, and so this partnership with the City of Pontiac, Mayor Deirdre Waterman, for the Tom Kimball, is about upward mobility for the residents of Pontiac. And so within the pillars of this project, we've been able to move the needle on the success of individuals living in equality with justice for all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Once again, we want to go and say congratulations to Oakland University Pontiac Initiative for everything that you've done thus far for the community of Pontiac and everything that you're going to aspire to go ahead and do as we go ahead and move forward. Thank you and congratulations again. So well deserved. But next, it's a really, truly exciting time here in the world of Ascend, because we as an organization are growing. The family has grown. We are about to go ahead and introduce to you 2 brand new members of our board of directors. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with the greatest honor that I present to you our first new board member, Dr. Anika Bo. And then next I present to you our newest board member, Dr. Melanie Woods. I need you to please put your hands together for both of these young ladies as they go ahead and join this crusade. The Ascend Foundation has been going in hard for the community of Pontiac for 10 years as we built this from the ground up to where we are right now. And in that 10-year time frame, we've been able to go ahead and help thousands of members of the homeless community. We've been able to go ahead and give away to this date pretty close to $2 million in scholastic scholarships. And we're not even going to talk about all the social impacts that we've been able to do in the educational system with a multitude of programs, providing interview training for every 11th and 12th grader in the city of Pontiac, and so much more. And it happens because of the amazing members that we have of our board of directors. And we are so grateful for you, Dr. Bo, and so grateful for you, Dr. Woods, for joining this family and helping us push to new heights, because we're just getting started, everybody out there. But I want to once again say thank you to both of these young ladies and say congratulations. So please, where you are, join me by putting your hands together by saying congratulations and welcome. Thank you, ladies. Ladies and gentlemen, I truly hope you're enjoying a celebration of all these great individuals who are really doing the work and making an impact in the Pontiac community. Well, that brings us to our next category. And I'm going to tell you, ladies out here are killing it. When I look at all these award winners today, I mean, the women, they got a woman movement out here taking place and it's second to none. So, man, we got to go ahead and catch up. We got to sharpen our knives and go ahead and get our game right. But I love it. I love every ounce of it. And that brings us to this next category. The next category is our Sorority and Masonic Organization of the Year Award for Graduate Organization. And this is for either our community champion or our neighborhood champion award recipient. And we got two amazing nominees for this. We're talking about first, the ladies of Theta Phi Sigma Christian Sorority Incorporated, the Chronicles Alpha Chapter. And these women are doing it out here in the Pontiac community. Every time you turn around, you want to go ahead and look and find these women over here giving our CPR training courses. They're over here feeding the homeless. They're over here putting together school supplies for kids. They're over here making sure that they're increasing the whole complexion of what Pontiac is going to go ahead and look like. And they're doing that by investing, and they're looking by investing in the community, but also giving you the consistency that's needed to make this change. These women are absolute powerful agents of that, and you are to be commended, and I'm honored that we're able to go ahead and celebrate you this evening. And this next group of ladies is a group that is truly close to my heart. We're talking about the beautiful women of the Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated Pontiac Alumni Chapter of Pontiac, Michigan. And these women do not play around with it. If you want to go ahead and find someone rolling up their sleeves and leading by example, you don't have to look too far. Just look for them ladies wearing that crimson and cream, and they're giving it to you too. If you want to go ahead and look at mentorship programs look like, when you want to look at what it looks to bring political enlightenment to the community of Pontiac, when you want to go ahead and look and see what it looks like to mentor young men through that Salute to Young Heroes program, which is absolutely breathtaking. When you want to look at giving out a multitude of scholarship money out to the masses of Pontiac, you don't got to go ahead and look too far. These ladies are absolutely amazing. And for everything that you represent for the community of Pontiac, I say thank you, ladies. Thank you, thank you. Congratulations. And I'm honored to go ahead and say that we're about to honor you this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with the greatest honor that I present to you the winner of our Community Champion Sorority and Masonic Organization of the Year Award goes to none other than the ladies of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated Pontiac Alumni Chapter. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and we hear a few words from the ladies of Delta Sigma Theta.
How exciting. Good evening, everyone. My name is Monica D. Scott. I am the immediate past president of the Pontiac Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. I would like to acknowledge our current president, Sanjia K. Wiggins, and thank her for this opportunity. Congratulations to the Ascend Foundation on their 3rd annual Pontiac Honors Community Service Award. And thank them so much for this award. I've said it is always an honor to be acknowledged for doing the things that we were founded to do, public service. This year, we are celebrating 45 years of providing service and scholarships to the Pontiac metropolitan area. What an honor. I must say a huge thank you to the sorors of the proud and prestigious Pontiac Alumni Chapter for your commitment and dedication, which made this award possible. Congratulations to all the awardees and nominees. Again, thank you to the Ascend Foundation. Love, blessing, and peace to you all.
Congratulations to the ladies of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated Pontiac Alumni Chapter for once again. These ladies been running the gambit. I think they're 3 years in right now as being champion. So come on, when you lady organizations out there, got to step your game up to go ahead and take them out because these ladies aren't playing around. But congratulations. Well, that brings me to the next award. The winner of our Neighborhood Champions Service Organization of the Year Award for a sorority or Masonic organization goes to the ladies themselves. We're talking about Theta, Phi, Sigma, Christian Sorority Incorporated, the Chronicles Alpha Chapter of Pontiac. Ladies, congratulations. Ladies, once again, I want to say congratulations and thank you for everything that you do for the community of Pontiac. Thank you for showing by example and making it happen out there and putting us men on notice. We got to step our game up, men. I meant that. Let's go. Let's catch up. But with all that being said, we're going to go to our next category. And this is a category, like we said, we have a lot of individuals that we're awarding, but we also have a lot of corporations and companies that are giving so much of themselves either through philanthropy or either they're giving through efforts by manpower and service. And so these two organizations that we have that are the finalists for this particular award is nothing short of amazing what they've been able to go ahead and give to Pontiac. So without further ado, it is my honor to go ahead and present to you the two finalists for our Corporate Champion of the Year Award for out of the city, because we already saw inside of the city with our man Nick Mansour and with our corporation of Work 365 with our James Gonzalez. But now, our first nominee goes out to Yazaki North America. Ladies and gentlemen, Yazaki North America has not been playing around when it comes to the support they've given to Pontiac. Just through the Ascend Foundation by themselves, over the past 8 years, they've given us pretty close to $100,000 in philanthropic givings to the community of Pontiac for a multitude of different projects and programs, whether it was educational initiatives, whether it was adoption initiatives for different families, whether it was providing supplies and giving to the homeless, whether it was us adopting families for Christmas or even Thanksgiving. That's what this is all about. And what they've been able to even go ahead and do from a manpower standpoint has been absolutely amazing too. And that's what this is about. Not only giving from a philanthropic standpoint, but also giving with your efforts by manpower. And for Yazaki North America, for everything you've done for Pontiac, I want to go and say to you, thank you again and congratulations on your nomination. When it comes to organizations giving back, this next corporation has not been playing around, talking about philanthropy, talking about service. Well, let me go ahead and tell you a little bit about our next finalist, which is Joe Lunghammer Chevrolet out of Waterford, Michigan. Joe Lunghammer, when it comes to the educational system, there has been a big void that we've had in Pontiac, just trying to go ahead and boost up just the attendance level of children coming to school to go ahead and be able to receive their academic lessons and to go ahead and increase academic achievement. And that's what Joe Lunghammer, when they heard about that void that was taking place with Pontiac School District, they took it upon themselves to say, what can we go ahead and do to jump in to go ahead and help increase that dynamic? So what they did was they didn't only go ahead and put their words on the table, they put their money on the wood by offering up a 2-year lease for a car every year for some deserving family if their kid was going to go ahead and come to school and give you perfect attendance. And if the car wasn't something that they needed, then what they said, okay, I tell you what, we'll give you a choice. How about we go ahead and give you a choice of a car or $10,000, which a lot of these families are taking that money and run to the hilltop with it. But that's what this is all about. It's also because of that dynamic, the attendance levels have shot up another 10%. And that's all we're looking for, is just absolute growth. So what you've been doing, able to go ahead and do, Joe Lunghammer, for the city of Pontiac and the community as a whole, I want to say to you, thank you, and we appreciate you, and congratulations on your nomination. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with the greatest honor that we present to you this evening our Corporation Business Community Champion Award for Service for Out of City goes to no other than Yazaki North America out of Canton, Michigan. I graciously accept this award on behalf of Yazaki North America and the philanthropy team. is because of a multitude of positive changes that they have taken place in their corporation and the shifts they had to go ahead and do through COVID, that they were unable to go ahead and receive this award this evening. But we will humbly hold on to this for you until we see you sometime next week, where you'll be able to go ahead and post this up in your office. But once again, on behalf of the Ascend Foundation and the community of Pontiac, we want to say to you, congratulations. And thank you once again to Kim Schuler. I got to give a shout out to Chris and Sean. Congratulations, ladies. To Joe Longhammer Chevrolet and to Yazaki North America, once again I want to say congratulations and thank you so much for everything you've been able to go ahead and give to the community of Pontiac. That's what this is all about. And we appreciate you so much for everything you're going to go ahead and look to do for the community as we move forward and keep being an agent of change. Thank you so much. But our next category, I'm telling you, it's always one of my favorites when we get a chance to go and talk about that younger generation. That younger generation making things happen. I mean, shaking mountains and moving planets. And this young lady has been absolutely everything that I just said and so much more. Our Community Champion Award for the Millennial category goes out to a young lady by the name of Akayla Anderson. Akayla Anderson has been a powerful impact player over at Alcott Elementary School for a multitude of years. As she went and graduated out of college and went straight over into the Pontiac School District umbrella, she's been sitting over here making things happen. She's doing it through mentoring components. She's doing it through innovative programs to go ahead and increase the academic curve for some of our elementary school kids, to increase some of their literacy levels, to go ahead and also get them more engaged so we can go ahead and raise their grade levels up so they can meet the absolute peak of academic achievement. And that's what this is all about. And Akayla, you are to be absolutely commended and you are appreciated to no end for what you've given the community of Pontiac at such a young age. And I'm very sure I say this on behalf of the principal over there with Berdina Johnson and on behalf of the superintendent of Pontiac Schools, Mrs. Kelly Williams. I'm very sure they're just equally as proud as I am to be able to present you this award this evening. So congratulations, Akayla. Let's hear a few words from Miss Akayla Anderson.
I of course want to thank the Ascend Foundation for giving me this opportunity. I also want to thank the staff at Pontiac School District for nominating me for this award. When I decided that I wanted to become a teacher, I made a promise to myself that I would return back to the community that jump-started my educational journey. Pontiac gave me the foundations I need to get exactly where I am today. Without the staff at Pontiac School District, I would not be half of the person that I am today. I am so glad that I was able to keep that promise to myself and make an impact on the lives of people who are just like me, just as the teachers in Pontiac made an impact on my life. I just want you all to know, no matter where you go in life, no matter where you want to go, always include giving back to your community in those plans. Pour back into your community the same way that your community poured back into you. And of course, never forget where you came from. Thank you.
To Miss Akayla Anderson, I want to say congratulations and thank you so much for everything that you gave us while you were here in the community of Pontiac. And I know the community of Houston, Texas down there is going to go ahead and love the fact they got this Michigan gym. But that's okay. I'm very sure you're going to aspire to do amazing things down in Texas, but at any moment you feel the need to go ahead and come back to cold, frigid Michigan, we're going to go ahead and welcome you with open arms because you are truly an impact player here, and so we thank you so much for that. But that brings us to our last category of the night, and it is our Nonprofit Service Organization of the Year Awards. And we got two amazing nominees that have been submitted this evening. The first one is an organization that's operating out that North Side corridor over here in Pontiac. And we're talking about the Heron Hills Resident Association, led by Miss Jean Matthews. The Harrington Hills Resident Association has been doing some tremendous things over on the north side of Pontiac. They've been doing it through community activism. They've been doing it through educational support. What they've been able to go ahead and do over in Harrington Elementary School is nothing short of amazing. They've been doing it through making sure kids are going to be fed, kids are going to have supplies, kids are going to be loved on, kids are going to be supported and mentored. That's what this is all about. They're looking to bring back the power of community. And that's what we need so much more of in this day and time. Not only from a Pontiac standpoint, but from a world standpoint. Some things that were antiquated that worked, we need to go and bring those things that work into this current day and time so we can go ahead and have a paradigm shift and bring Pontiac back to where it needs to be. But it's organizations like the Harrington Hills Residents Association that make things happen. And we won't even get going into that push for neighborhood safety because their neighborhood watch is also a monster out here. And that's why they're here this evening to receive one of these awards. So once again, to Harrington Hills Association, I want to say Residents Association, I want to say congratulations and thank you for everything you do. The winner of our Community Champion Nonprofit Service Organization of the Year Award goes to none other than the Harrington Hills Resident Association. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together as we welcome Ms. Matthews and the rest of the association to our computer screens this evening. Take it away, Ms. Matthews, and congratulations.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jean Matthews, and I'm president of the Harrington Hills Residents Association. And on behalf of the Residents Association, we certainly would like to thank Kano Phillips and the Ascend Foundation for this wonderful award. And here with me today accepting this award is Mabel Lynch, Sandra Raleigh, Yvonne Ferguson, Scott Brown, Alfonso Lassner, Cheryl Taylor, and I'd also like to mention Melinda and Kim McNeil. The Harrington Hills subdivision was established in 1955, along with the association to protect the rights and interests of its membership and to increase the sense of civic responsibility of its membership. We are the largest and the most active association in this great city of Pontiac. Our theme, working together for a better community. Our focus is to maintain the residential character of the Harrington Hills adjacent area and to promote cleanliness, safety, and pride. Our activities include community spring cleanup along with our own cleanup crew and to help our neighbors. We donate Christmas baskets for needy families and having a partnership with Harrington Hills Elementary School. We take pride in promoting clean and safe streets in our community. All hands joining together. The Harrington Hills Residents Association, we are one. Thank you very much.
Once again, I want to say congratulations to the Harrington Hills Residents Association. So well deserved. But now, I get an opportunity to go ahead and present to you the Neighborhood Service Organization of the Year Award for a nonprofit organization, which goes to none other than the lovely ladies of the Delta Fortitude Foundation. The Delta Fortitude Foundation, which is led by Dr. Allison J. Harmon, has been giving you over 25 years of amazing service and resources to the community of Pontiac. More commonly known for bringing a program called the Salute to Young Heroes, which brings and it embodies enrichment and mentorship and the enhancement of young black men that are looking to go ahead, young black kids that are looking to go ahead and find their greatness through pairing them with different particular mentors, giving them educational components and pieces to make sure that they're going to go ahead and be so much better off when they go ahead and leave out the walls of their high school as they catapult into college and then life beyond that. But even more so than that, the Delta Fortitude Foundation has been able to give pretty close to $750,000 in scholarships to deserving young men. $750,000 over a 25-year time frame. That's what I call making an impact. That's what I call making your organization count. And that's the reason why we proudly be able to present you this evening with this award. And so, ladies, I want to say once again, congratulations. Thank you so much. And we salute you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the conclusion of our event this evening, and it's been absolutely amazing. I thank you so much for taking time out of your busy Sunday to go ahead and sit in front of your computer screens to help us recognize and applaud the efforts and the passions of so many people that have rolled up their sleeves to give so much to Pontiac as a whole. And today we have celebrated some absolute great powerhouses. And that's what this is all about. We have people that were known and people that were not so known, but we get a chance to go ahead and put them on this platform so we can all sit back, applaud them, and celebrate them. And that's what this is all about. It gives you the true feeling of community, and that's something that I pride myself on and love when it comes to the city that I was born and raised in, which is the community of Pontiac. So for everybody out there, once again, I want to say thank you to all the award recipients. I want to go ahead and say thank you to my board of directors. I want to go ahead and say thank you. We can't do this without you. But even more than that, for all of our partners out there, the ones who have contributed, whether financially or with their resources, thank you so much. The Ascend Foundation would not be where it is without you. And to all of the individuals that have sat up there and volunteered for a multitude of years, because we have had a few thousand people volunteer in our 10-year time frame. We thank you. And because of you, we've been able to grow and grow and grow. And that's what we're looking to go ahead and do. So with that being said, I'm not going to go and occupy any more of your time this evening, but I will say, get ready. We'll be opening up our nominations once again in January for our 2022 recipients. I'm excited about that. So get your pens ready. Go and get those nominations flying in. I want to go ahead and break. We have 467 nominations. I want to break all of that this year. This year, we're going to go ahead and bring in 500 plus. And that's because we're going to show appreciation to the people that are truly putting in the work. Once again, I want to say congratulations to everyone. And on behalf of the Ascend Foundation, I want to say have a beautiful evening. And we look forward to seeing all of you soon. Take care.